This past week, I hope you guys took in the good boxing fights. But there was a screw job that took place in the main event, of course. No surprise there. It's becoming synonymous with boxing, it seems like, these days. But for those of you who missed it, it was Gervonta Davis versus the Roach fight. And in the fight, I forget what round it was, Roach throws a jab. It looked like it might have hit, just a little bit hit. It's hard to say for sure. But anyway, Davis actually takes a knee. And by boxing rules, that should have been automatically a standing 8 count. You cannot take a knee in boxing. That's an automatic knockdown. Especially when the punch was thrown. It's even more of a knockdown. But shockingly, the ref doesn't rule a knockdown. And then the second thing that was weird, this all happens, by the way, in the same exact flow, if you will. Moments later, when he stands back up, he just walks over to his corner in the middle of a round. This is in the middle of a round, guys. The bell hasn't sounded. The middle of a round. He walks over to his corner like if he just takes a timeout and has his cornerman jump up on the apron and he starts wiping with a towel some crap out of his eye. Okay, he probably has something in his eye. But once again, it's completely illegal. This happened in the same moment of the knockdown. That wasn't counted. It happened in the same flow. So, then there was a third thing that was illegal. The bell eventually rings, and then coming out of that round, the bell sounds for the round to start, and Davis is over there once again wiping his eye several seconds after the bell rings for the round to start. And just like the first time, it was almost like they took a timeout. Like a ref took a timeout without actually taking a timeout. So seconds tick by. He finally, I'm ready to fight. Once again, all this is illegal. The fighter has no guards, no stance to which they can just walk to their corner and do stuff like that. It's really bizarre. So let's get to the scorecard. At the end of the scorecard, it ends up becoming a draw. However, this is where the screw job comes in. Had the proper thing been done, which was the knockdown ruled, versus the referee the referee just wasn't that good. The entire fight, he wasn't really all that good. But the fact that he just kind of screws the fight up, it made a difference in the end. Because the fight goes to a draw. Had the knockdown been ruled the way it was supposed to be ruled, because that's the rules of boxing, Roach is actually the winner of the fight, and he is, I don't know what champion. He was already a champion, but he was moving up in weight. He would have taken Davis's belt. It's a really bizarre thing. The other thing, too, that was really bizarre about the fight was Davis was warned several times about hitting below the belt. Now, the referee did finally get serious, but he never actually took any points. And once again, because the fight ends a draw, had he ever actually taken points, the fight would have went to Roach. Roach, by the way, who just, in my opinion, dominated most of the fight, especially I think the end of the fight, the championship rounds, that 3 or 4 rounds, he just dominated. He was very defensive, and I understand that. Davis is a very powerful puncher, so I think anyone who watches boxing understands that part, so you can't blame him. But had he been more active and more assertive in the earlier rounds, the same way he was in the later rounds, he probably wins. But still, the fight was thrown as a draw. And what was weird about it is 2 of the 3 judges actually had Roach behind. They ruled it a draw because they gave him like the last 3 or 4 rounds. But like I said, on the flip side of this, had the ref did their job and took a standing 8 count for a fighter who voluntarily on a jab goes to their knees, the fight would have been Roach. So Roach gets screwed. That's what you miss. Good fight, though. Talk to you later. Bye.